Hey Wedgwood, welcome to this week's update. Now I do have to acknowledge a couple of things. I'm not Pastor Dale, so I don't know if this should be called Pastor Dale's Pastoral Update, but I do need to update you some things about Pastor Dale. So in that regard, maybe we can. And it is on the rather serious note today. So most of you know, if you were in church on Sunday, that Dale had a kidney stone that took him to the emergency room on Saturday night, and then again on Sunday throughout the day. Now, I think the good news about that is he has passed the stone and is in somewhat better relief, better situation. But we still want to be praying for him. But then some other things have been occurring in their family that we as a staff felt like we wanted to share with you and have you be praying for their family as a whole. And so one of the other things that happened over the weekend is that Caitlin hurt her knee in some way. That might involve her ACL, might involve an orthopedic doctor. And so we want you to be praying for her and praying for Dale and Tina as they figure out what to do and what's going on, because we're still not sure. But that was just another thing that happened on Saturday that we wanted you guys to be praying about. So far, that's Dale with the kidney stone and just his healing. And then Caitlin, their daughter, with her knee. But then one of the bigger things that is still going to come about, maybe this Sunday, Dale's going to share a little bit more information, is about Tina. So Tina has received news that she has breast cancer, and so she is in, I believe, what's called phase 2, or stage 2 is what it's really called. And so she started treatments already, and it's a very weighty situation that they're walking through and just trying to determine how much chemo is she going to need and the effects of that. And so if you haven't heard about this, it's something that has been kind of private in their family. They've been trying to figure out how to communicate it, when to communicate it. But what we felt like as a staff is there's no better time than to wrap your pastoral family of Dale and Tina, Hannah and Caitlin with prayer this week. There's some really difficult things going on in their life. It may be a big trial that they're walking through. And we as a church body just really need to pray for them, to go to the Lord on behalf daily for them, especially this week. We want to ask you even now to pause and to pray for them on this Tuesday evening or whenever you find yourself watching this video, just because their hearts are very weighty with all this going on. And we as a staff, our hearts are weighty. And we're wanting to see God move and God work. And that's what Dale has communicated to us as a staff, is that he is here to see God work and to teach them and to grow them. But I have to come and just ask for us to pray for them, to pray for each one of their family members. Again, for Dale, for Tina, for Hannah as she's at college, but for Caitlin as she's trying to figure out how to heal. And so if you wouldn't mind as a family or as a person, just to stop what you're doing right now this evening at some time and to lift them up and to continue lifting them up over this next week, over the next month, and maybe even over the next 6 months. If you commit to do that, I know that they will appreciate that. And what they don't really appreciate is just a ton of questions. They're not looking to receive that right now, or comments or helpful things. What they really need is our prayer and just our love and support sent to God. And so, again, thank you so much, Wedgwood, for being a praying church. We know you're faithful in that. And so that's why we wanted to just come and bring this acknowledgement to you and ask for you to be praying for their family. So thank you again. I want to remind you, like Dale always does, join us on Wednesday nights. We're going to have all our activities. And again, we're hoping that he will be back next Sunday or this coming Sunday. And we hope you will as well in our worship and missional community times. So thank you again, Wedgwood, for tuning in.